Okay, first and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, and the glory belongs to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, Bahasham, Bahavakar Kwadash, and honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, the very few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in hopes of being saved within these last days, because we're truly living in the last days of the last days. Truly. You know, I always got a lot to speak about. Always. And I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to bear with me. They were trying to MK Ultra me last night. Oh yeah. But this is what they don't tell you about. This is what they don't tell you about. Yeah, they were trying to MK Ultra me last night. Plus, so it was MK Ultra, neural monitoring, black magic. This is all yesterday. Mm. And look at the color codes as well. Well, I don't need to say that. You're gonna see the color codes. But that's what they were trying to do yesterday. I'm gonna put it to you this way. You know, we talk about the mark of the beast, the system and all that. That's already in place. That's already in place. It's right here. The system's already in place. Now, the reason why some of us seem out of place, because you're not a part of the world system, because you're not of this world. So people like you and I, yeah, it's interesting. You're seen as the main character, if you want to call it that, the main character, all right, or whatever. But there's a lot of things they're really not telling you that you need to know, all right? There's a lot of things they're not telling you that you need to know. Some of us are suffering, but why are you suffering for? You ain't supposed to be suffering for other wicked people and their organization, especially if you don't belong to their organization. You're supposed to be suffering for righteousness, right? No, there's people that want you to suffer because you're not doing what they want you to do. There's a fucking difference. And this is what they're not telling you. This is why some of us are getting MK Ultra. They tried it with me last night. If any of you brothers got internet, turn off your internet, turn off your router at night time, because they're seeing you, they're also watching you at night time. This is what mark of the beast system. That woman just walked past and said, go on then, suffer. Why? Because I don't want to you know why? Because we don't want to partake in evil. This is what they're not telling you. So now, just because you don't want to partake in evil, you have to suffer. No! Yahweh by Sham Yahweh Shai is reversing that now. That's all witchcraft. This is what they're not showing you. The Antichrist system is here. In John, it says, in the last days, there shall be many Antichrists. These are the last days. So whether these many Antichrists, they're walking around you now. They don't believe in the one they call God. They don't believe in Yahweh. They don't believe in Yahweh. They're here now. We're in the last days of the last days now. We're in the end times now. Suffering for what? The elect are going to suffer for righteousness' sake. They're not going to suffer because someone told them to do something and they said no. That's not righteous suffering. That's torture. That's what Hitler was doing. That type of stuff. That's cruelty. So this type of stuff that's going on within the UK, and no one's really talking about it. But that's okay. You know why? Because there's spiritual laws in place, and we know in Job 1, the enemy can only do what he has access to do. He can't go outside of what he's been given. So we can only do what he's been given access to do. Can't go outside of that at all. And that's what you got to realize. Can't go outside of their means at all. There's a lot of dark stuff going on, very lot of dark stuff, right? People getting sacrificed, rituals. What do you think brothers are dealing with, bro? Brothers are dealing with heavy stuff that you wouldn't even expect. Certain brothers are in living situations with fucking maniacs around them. They put all these people in one. There's so much things I want to talk about. Let's stay on one topic now. Stay on one topic, right? Let's go to this. Ecclesiastes 36. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, Yahweh Shai, God, and all behold us. Send thy fear upon the nations that seek not after thee. So that's good if we pray for this. Because now he's going to send his fear upon the nations that are not seeking after him. So how is he going to do that? By having to do some things, right? See, when you don't fear Yahweh Shai, guess what he can do? He can do things to you. So you do fear him. So we want him to send the fear upon these nations. Send that. These people are taking the mick. This is what they're doing. They're singling people out that don't necessarily think like them. Oh, make him a target. Make her a target. What? Because they don't think like you. We got enough to deal with anyway. But we don't need the extra stuff. This society's wicked, bro. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. That's what's happening. And they're seeing it. I'm even blessed to even come out here and study this lesson, bro. My head's hurting a little bit. I'm telling you, they were trying to MK Ultra me. You know when people say crack? This is a Freemasonry term. Within Freemasonry, within cults, they have a term called crack. Now, cracking is something that breaks and splits. So cracking would be what? Your mind cracking. Within the secret societies, they crack the mind of an individual. Then what do they do? Then it's open to suggestion. See, once you crack the brain, there's no putting it back. Once it's done, it's done. Once it's cracked. And what they do, you see this within the entertainment industry, they embed their thoughts and their suggestions, and you take it because now, once the mind's cracked, it doesn't have the mental processing. That's why they target the left side of your brain, your frontal lobe, which this was because I can feel just a little bit, not heavily, just a little bit, my frontal lobe. I'm gonna do this with my jaw. Tell me if you can hear it. Send a comment. Can you hear that? I'm stretching my jaw. That's literally, bro, my brain, bro. So you got people doing fucking illegal stuff. Literally. Nobody gave you permission to do that. Oh, well, we're experimenting on your son. And well, where's my money then? Where's my money then? Because for experimental usage, you got to pay for that. So where's my money? You should be paying me money. Every fucking month. Excuse my language. I'll try not to swear. Every month. Experimentation. Rubbish. 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 Then they go to your mother's house and your mother's like, oh, what's it for? Oh, it's just, see, they do these things when you're not there. They try to get up in your family, infiltrate your family, like the CIA, FBI, because you can see through their lies. That's why. And they don't like that. Media. The media, you know the scripts. The scripts are written by army, military, and FBI and all that. That's who the scripts are written by. I was watching something yesterday on the Wu-Tang Clan. It was very interesting. How they had, there was a what's it? A police department, a unit for hip hop, just for hip hop. And ODB. He was being followed. He was being followed. He was being followed. Okay, he was being followed. But I don't tell you about these things. The people that are perpetrating all these crimes are people that it's the ex-army and lower down. That's who's perpetrating these crimes. And they use cult members. The cult members, they're the ones that are just hired. That's all. They're hired. Right? So this is what's happening. Okay? And they're experimenting on people, but without your knowledge. A lot of people talk about this Pizzagate pedophilia thing. Well, the army do that shit as well. It's everywhere. So there's a lot of things that are not really being spoken about. Right? No, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. See? Talking rubbish. We're not going anywhere. As long as the Lord Jehovah wants us here, we're going to be here. Guy saying it's going to be gone next week. Fuck you, man. We ain't going nowhere. Pedophiles run this world. That's who runs this world. Even within the army, there's an article that was even happening in the army. So who's really running this world, bro? It's wicked, evil, perverse people run this world. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. And the majority of people around you, the reason why they're acting how they're acting, because their minds are cracked. So they try to crack your brain, the outer layer, then put their suggestions. Now you're not even a human anymore. You're not even a human anymore. That's why, to be honest with you, I like to stay to myself. I don't really, the conversations, bro, like, forget that. What are you going to talk to them about? Every person you see, they're like, um, um, because their brains have been hacked, swiped. They don't even know what to say. What should we say when we walk past him? Let's come up with something to say. Your brain's been hacked. You're reading from some fucking full script, man. You're reading from a script. A made up script that's been given to you by the CIA. What? So this is sad. You see people, right, on TV, they're like, they don't even have their own mind. They're looking down. You see them looking down at the script. They're looking down at it. Oh, I forgot this one. And this and that. You looking at the script. Where's your mind at? That's what the enemy attacks. That's what he's after. He's after your thought life. He's after your mind, man. This is a battle for the mind. It's a battle for your soul. as thou was sanctified in us before them. So be magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee. And there is no God but only thou, O God, Yahweh. Show new signs. Please, Yahweh Shai. Please show us new signs. Right? Please. Right? Show us new signs. Okay. And it says, and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. So we want Yahweh Shai to bring forth that right arm. And that right arm, what's it for? It's for salvation. So that's what Yahweh Shai's coming to do. Show his right arm. Okay? That's what's going to happen, man. He's going to show his right arm. Okay? That right arm represents strength. Okay? See, I told you. I told you that's what they do, bro. I told you, bro. They don't have no real thought process now, bro. You're speaking to robots, bro. What's the point? You might as well just stay by yourself. Because you're not going to get much of a conversation with the people now. Their brains have been hacked. Their brains have been hacked, man. They're like some robots out here. This is some demolition man thing. Baba Kishar. They can erase your memory. Watch the Men in Black. I was playing that song yesterday. Here comes the Men in Black. Galaxy Defenders. The Men in Black were the Galaxy Defenders. And if you did see anything, they would erase your memory with like a snap thing. That's based on real life. A lot of these movies, they call it predictive programming. It's based on real life. They can try to erase your memory. They've tried it with me all the time. Sometimes I have trouble. Gathering my thoughts because they're using certain technologies to try to erase. They're not telling you these things. This is the Matrix. There's agents, you know. There's agents, bro. Right? There's agents. Okay? And it says, raise up indignation, pour out thy wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy. This is heavy prayer. Please, Yahweh Shai, raise up indignation and pour out your wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short. So the time's going to speed up now. Make the time short. I want the time to be short. I don't want to be here for another 8-10 years. I want to be in the kingdom. This place is irksome, bro. And it says, remember the covenant and let them declare their wonderful works. Remember the covenant. Jeez. Baba Kishore, excuse me this minute. Jeez, it's just, oh man. I'm telling you, brothers. This world, this ain't it. Right? This ain't it. Right? I speak about a lot of topics, but guess what? The whole targeting thing. Please don't say, well, oh, is that the reason why? Because people say all types of stuff. Oh, that's why. Is that the reason? Is that the reason why? Yeah, you don't know. If you don't know about something, just close your mouth. The reason why is because we have special abilities. We can see through the lies. And those within society, they've paid so much money to keep stuff covered up. They don't like it when you speak about certain things because they paid money to cover this stuff up. That's why they always need a cover story, you know? And they would say, well, is it him? Is it him? Is it him or is it not, bro? It's the truth. But you have a program that promotes evil. And guess who runs the program? Satan runs the program. And he uses people, bro. Okay? Uses people. This is all being done by the military. I'm telling you, bro. It's being done by Air Force in the UK, the Royal Air Force, right? And what do they have in the UK? They have bases, right? They still have bases, right? That's who it's being run by. People in bases. And they try to mess up your face is another thing. But this technology just try to mess up your face, and it's crazy. I'm telling you, the people in the army, they're high level Satanists, bro. I'm telling you, bro. People in the military, the technology they use. There's a reason why so many occult members are watching you, because I've told you with this they hire. You know the FBI. You know they hire satanic. This is a satanic program. They hire these people to join. Well, you don't know the half of it, all right? So this program is run by your RAF, I don't know the names of all these, your bases. You like places like Basingstoke and Cheshire and Hampshire and I don't know, Buckinghamshire, wherever. And Biggins Hill and all that. This is where they got the air bases. So if you're a so-called threat, they get called out. And they get called out to try to neutralize the so-called threat. Because they're just following orders. They're just being told what they're told to do. So if they get a pop-up and it's saying this man's a dangerous or threat or he's wanted, they just follow the orders. Because that's what you do. When you join an army, you're just following orders from the commander. But we follow orders. Guess whose orders we're following? Yahweh Shai's. With the vehicles you see, with everything you're seeing, most of that is spiritual, but it's being done by technology. And most people comply. You know why most people are complying? Because they don't want to be targeted. So their whole thing was it didn't work. Their whole thing, what they were supposed to do was make an example out of me and say, listen, this is what happens when you don't comply. But they tried to make some type of example, but now I'm famous in the spiritual realm and even a little bit in the physical realm. So it really turned against them. What was meant for evil turned for my good. Because you have slander, this is money. Slander him, defame him, lie on him. It's just turned it's turned out for our good. Okay? And it says, make the time short. Remember the covenant, let them declare their wonderful works. Okay? So Yahweh's gonna do this. Oh, come on. See what else have we got? Oh dear. Really a struggle, man. It's not easy, man. You're going through all of that, right? What's coming at you, you're not gonna like it, is it's everything that's coming at you. It's everything. You know that, right? The cars, the children, your postal worker, your estate agents, the aeroplanes, the trains, the buses, right? That's all. I don't want you to pay attention to it, but that's catered to you. Now, how you deal with it, that's up to you, right? The cell towers, the news, and they're surprised that you're still standing. and in one piece. This type of stuff is supposed to destroy you from the inside out. It's another form of neutralization. But they're not doing it. They're not touching you. Nobody's touching you in that way. It's no touch. But they're still doing things. They're not touching you, but they are. They can touch you electronically. I know about this technology, brother. Mhm. They can touch you electronically. Okay? Told you about that. And the reason why that's done is to discredit you. Hmm? So if something was to happen, they say, hold on a minute. Well, there is no proof of nobody actually coming up to him and doing anything to him. Nobody touched him. That's where the psychological side comes in. Well, there were things being said to you, right? You were being harassed. Some of you where you're living, you're being harassed 24/7 by demons that are under mind control. You know that, right? And you can't tell me it's not happening, bro. Because they got little children doing this. Bro, they got little children doing this type of stuff as well. There's a school around the corner. There's a school around the corner. And they have the children acting all types of mad, possessed. So the school teachers, they need to take responsibility for that. If I was a school teacher and they were acting like that, I would say, please, would you be quiet? Would you stop doing that? No, why aren't people doing that? This society is messed up. It's messed up. That's why there is going to be a reset. Yahweh's going to reset this kingdom. There needs to be. Then they lie. All types of lies, man. For the last 2 years. Oh, he ain't changed. He ain't changed. Says who? Says who? No, they were trying to create a situation where it seemed like I did not change. They were trying to create that. That's why they put people around me. That's not true. Because I'm actually hearing opposite. Actually, I'm hearing opposite. People are saying I've elevated, not just changed, elevated. People are saying you're unrecognizable now. Because we have a new image. Once you're in your Habashah, you have a new image. Liar. Devil's a liar. Devil will tell you that. You have not changed. You're still the same. No, we've changed. Well, I've changed. I can't speak for nobody else. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is acceptable. Prove. And we prove what is acceptable through the scriptures. Really kind of struggling today to gather my thoughts. Brothers are dealing with things you wouldn't believe. If we told you, you wouldn't actually believe it, because you'd think, no, that's so traumatic. No, that's so cruel. If you know what people do behind closed doors as well, bro, it's unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable. You think it stops here? It don't stop here. But people don't want to tell you because they don't want to show you who they are. Because if they were to show you who they are, then their cover would be blown, right? Isaiah 30. Woe to those that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. And take counsel, but it's not of me. Who are they taking counsel? These people are taking counsel of demons, man. They're not taking counsel from the Lord. They're taking counsel by demons, man. Sitting in these meetings, these private meetings. They're having counsels with idols and demons and trying to offshoot them spirits everywhere. They're practicing witchcraft on each other. Oh, thank you. Yeah, have you seen it, right? Thank you. Thank you. There's some sin. Yeah, they want to put that sin on you. Thank you. Fucking you retard. Thank you. Yeah, what's the other thing they say? Yeah, 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 yeah. Sound like a flipping ill. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Because they figured if they can get 2 or 3 in agreement, something may stick. The devil's a liar, man. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. That's called programming. Say something different. Say something new. You're not original, man. Your brain's been cracked by the devil, man. You're messed up. You should not have sold your soul. Now he's jumping all in and out of you now. Not me. Original. I don't have a method of speaking, like one method. And some may say, well, you got to play the game. They're playing the game and all that. And no, you don't. You don't necessarily have to. I could do that if you wanted to. Yeah, 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 yeah. But that's up to you. However you want to go about it. Me, I'd rather be authentic. Why just be real? Now you play the game, you can get a bit further. Some don't do that because they have enough faith and they trust in Yahweh Shai. A lot of things on my mind. A lot of things on my mind. What is it? Thursday today. It's been a pretty tough week. Every week's tough for me. Every week, every day. Try walking my shoes for one day. One day. If you could trade places with me, walk in my shoes. You would look at it a whole different way. One day, take a walk. One day. A lot of you think it's easy. We got an easy life. You don't know. You really don't know. What certain brothers have to go through. Okay. Oh, damn. Still, listen. Today is just I need to have a bloody rest. But it's good. I thought come out here and get some of that somewhat that fresh, the oxygen from the trees and all that, and just it's good. It's good for your health. We got to do, especially with this program, this warfare. You got to make sure you're in the right mental position as possible. Mentally, you're sound. You have to make sure, right? And another thing I want to say this is the elect will not crack. You know that the elect will not crack. Best believe that. They may bend, but they will not crack. Okay, and you're doing something right. I know some of you brothers feel like, are you getting anywhere? Yeah, you are. You are. Don't doubt yourself. It's the adversary that wants to make you think otherwise. Right? He wants you to make think otherwise. Oh dear. This is Jeremiah 10 and 10. But the Lord Jehovah is true God, he is a living God. In an everlasting king, at his wrath, the earth shall tremble. Earth's going to tremble at the wrath of the Lord Jehovah. And a nation shall not be able to abide in his indignation. Right? They're not going to be able to abide. Okay? In his indignation. In other words, in his wrath. Okay? Bible Kishon. They're not going to be able to abide in the Lord's wrath. The Lord you have just coming with anger. Okay? The Lord's coming with anger. The Lord's coming with wrath. Okay? That's what he's coming with. Anger and wrath. Okay? There's agendas being pushed out. And you got to be careful because if there's an agenda and you're not with that agenda, woo, usually people get taken out. that those that are not with an agenda and everybody else is with an agenda, usually don't that person gets taken out. Bro, you have to be careful. I keep saying that. Shit. Didn't even realize my phone was on the thing. You have to be careful, bro. Now people are gonna say, well, who's targeting you? Who's orchestrating it? Who's doing it? Um, it's by higher ups. Obviously, it's someone that has money, right? It's someone higher up. And you don't even need to guess. It's those that have the shekels. Those with the shekels, man. Doesn't take a rocket scientist, does it? It's obviously those that rule the world, obviously. Who else could it be? Right? If you rule the world, you can give orders, man. You have the ability to give orders. Right? So that's what it is. Okay. Hi. Mama Kisha. Oh, she said hello. Mama Kisha. She said hello to me, Mama Kisha. Oh, say hello, Mama Kisha. You got the honey butts out there as well. Right? So you gotta understand. Is it's the people that rule. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? This earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. So what do you expect? That means the wicked are ruling. So you think they're just gonna let you? You think they're just gonna let you with your holy self, with your with your Holy Spirit, with your light? You think they're just gonna let you? Say if you had a kingdom, right? And it was wicked, it was full of darkness, and you have like light, someone with the light, and this person with the light is walking about. You think you're just gonna leave that person alone? Now you're gonna send people, you're gonna send mercenaries, you're gonna send people to watch that person, right? Because they're disrupting your kingdom in some way, form, or fashion. So that's what happens. They need to keep an eye on you because you could be a problem to their kingdom. Okay. Which was what's the solution, by the way? Okay. We are the solution. And you gotta see it that way as well. Okay. So I keep scratching up my ankle. I think I got bit by a mosquito. Gotta see it that way. What a solution. The world really needs us. The world needs us. That's why if they were to take us out, then everything would go downhill. If you were to take us out. Because the world needs us. Without us, this world would be boring. Because we're the main characters. The world needs us right now. Amakasha. It really does. Amakasha. It really does. The world needs us right now. We are the saviors of the universe. Okay, I'm laughing because this woman, she was giving me an evil eye. She's giving me a side eye, an evil eye. Okay, so the world does need us. Well, the galaxy, hold on, the galaxy team. Where the galaxy team at, huh? Where they at? Huh? Where my galaxy team at? We're the hopeful elect, man. We got spiritual power. Bear me just a minute. And that's another thing. You are gonna start seeing another reason why they're keeping an eye on you, because they've read the scriptures. They know who you are. Of course, they know who you are. You think they ain't read the Bible? The people that run this society, they're Jewish. They've read the Bible. They know about Moses. They know about Elijah. They know about Samson. They know about Jeremiah. men that were able to heal and to do miracles. You think they don't know about that? So the whole thing is to keep you not realizing the power that you have. It's always been that way. It's always been that way, right? That's what they want to keep you back from. That's why they try to radiate. They use radiation. They do all types of things. Put rubbish in your food. Try to get you to question yourself. Well, the Matrix does that. Tries to get you to question yourself and your reality. Because if they can get you to do that, you're going to slow down on some things. Mhm. So they try to do that as well. Get you to doubt your reality, right? Probably you're going through a phase. Probably, you know what I'm saying? Oh, everything you're seeing that can't be true. They want you to doubt, man, because they know if you're seeing things and it's true, they know that's it for them. They know they're done, and what we are seeing is real in terms of we do see it. So therefore, they know they're done. They know it, right? They know there ain't no coming back from what they're doing. The evil that they're trying to do to brothers, man. Mm? They know it. They know they're in deep doo doo. Let's see what we got. Bear me just a minute. Um, it's a battle. Brothers got to stay strong. Stay strong. Stay in the word. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. They're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For God proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold tried in the furnace, he hath tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. In the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks, that spiritual power. Among the stubble, they shall judge the nations that have dominion over the people, and their what? And their Lord shall reign out forever. They that put their trust in him understand the truth, and such be as faithful in love shall abide with him. For mercy is to his saints, and he have great care for his elect. So we go list that spiritual powers, man. But you have it already. What do you think the main thing they're keeping back from you? That's the main thing, right? And yeah, we have been a little. I've had people tell me we need to lower it. We need to lower it. What do they mean lower it? We need to lower this guy's energy. We need to kind of tame him. It's a bit too much. See this, bro. These things are real. You might have a high energy field full of energy. There's people that can try to lower that. That's why you have practitioners that are being paid as well to lower your energy, even to try to delete you. And they want some of that. Just another thing. That's why you got to be out here, because now not everyone can just take your energy, because you're out here. You're in a big, 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 big forest. So not anybody could just come and take your energy. Okay? We got big energy, and that's another thing. Some of us were situated in small, small, small environments that can't contain your energy. And you wonder why you got people manifesting, getting angry, manifesting, because you're in a small place, but you got big energy. You're gonna see a lot of things happen. You're gonna see much more people get healed. You're gonna see a lot of things. You're gonna see miracles, man. right? You're going to see a lot of things. The powers that you saw, the ancient men have, the prophets and so forth, they have that. They're back here again today. But because of society, the 3D dimension, you're not really seeing it as you should be seeing it. You're not really seeing it as you should be seeing it. Right? And that's where they want to keep you. They want to keep you in the 3D. You know when you see the joggers, right? You know my videos, you see a lot of joggers all the time with me. What's that them trying to do? That's trying to keep you in the 3D, right? They need you engaged with what they're doing. Once you're engaged with the 3D. So you're always going to see someone around you trying to distract you. That's the matrix. The matrix operates off the 3D and your lower senses, right? You got what, 5 senses? It operates on your lower senses. So if they can keep you there, then you may not get to where you need to get. This is why you get the beeping, right? You hear the beeping sometimes. No, I'm out here. Where's the beeping? You don't hear no beeping. But they do that because that's the matrix to keep you in that low vibrate. Those are low vibrations. Beep, beep. Those are low vibrations. Mm. A lot of things, bro. A lot of things they do to keep you in the 3D. But we got to operate in the 5D. Even within my breathing right now, I'm trying to control my breathing. They even attack your respiratory system as well. So you also got to practice your breathing as well. Breathe in. Breathe in with your mouth. Exhale with your nose. Breathe in with your mouth. Exhale with your nose. Right? That's how you control your respiratory system. Okay? Because that's getting attacked as well. Okay? So stay in the spirit. And Lord willing, we might do a few other videos later on. Because I want to give brothers advice, what's going to help them. If you're on this program, the things that are going to help you and so forth on this program. There's so much things you need to know as well. But ultimately, have faith in Yahweh Shai. He's working everything out. Remember, if the Heavenly Father be for you, who can be against you? That's so powerful. So you got to know that everything's working out good. I'm dealing with a situation right now where I'm making phone calls, making things happen, but Yahweh Shai controls that. Don't panic. There's a lot of people that are saying, sorry, we can't help you. You know why? Because it's been them forces know who I am. So they're gonna do those things, but help is coming. We have help. That's Yahweh Shai. I have an open door that no man can shut. Just wait for that. I love that scripture. Right? There is people that say to me, sorry, we can't help you. Now, if you were to sell your soul, oh yeah, they would be there help you ever so quick. Ever so quick. If you were to join the club, oh my gosh. If I was to join the club, I would have already been there, bro. All types of different jobs and probably have a big apartment. I'll probably have a house by now. You know that, right? It's because I'm not cheating. I'm doing things the right way. I'm telling you, if I would have joined that club, I'd probably have a woman by my side, car and all that. They're like, join the club. Come on, come on. That's why things are taking a bit more time. Hello there. You okay? You're speaking English now. She said she don't speak English. She's speaking English, Mama Kisha. So that's why things are taking a bit more time. Because you're not cheating. Bro, there's not many people that can do that. Right? There's not too many people that can do that, you know. Wow. I'm telling you, if you were to sell your soul, The woman you would want, they get, because I've seen it with the perps and all that. They get given women and all that. You see it. You see them in there with the women. They try to get you jealous. They hold their hands. They kiss them in front of you and all that stuff. If you were to sell out now and bow down, all that would be given to you is written in Matthews. If you would bow down before him, he would give you all these things, man. Why do you think you're being watched? Why do you think you're being so-called pressured? What do you think they're after? You're so you'd be able to set up your own business, bro. Straight up, set up you want your own business, you want your own tree cutting business. They do all that for you and they speed up the process. Because I've seen it. I don't want to mention names. Got a family member. It's like, hold on a minute. I don't want to get too into detail. But I want to say it this way. Even within the family dynamic, I was made to look a certain way. I'm gonna put it this way: you might have a relative, and all of a sudden, one day, they just everything gets done for them. It's not that they were working hard; they had help. They sold out. You even got to be careful of family members as well that have sold out. This is what's making you. What makes you precious? What makes you valuable is your soul. And they're trying to scalp that. Another thing is soul scalping. Right? You ever heard of soul scalping? What do you think they're trying to do? Take your soul. But the enemy can't. The enemy can't do that. He can't take your soul because that belongs to Yahweh Shai unless you consent. He needs your permission first. What do you think they mean when they say, "Come on"? Well, what do you think when Satan says that? Come on. He wants you to give that thing up. He wants you to work that thing over. What do they call it? The Fauci bargain. You do this for me, and I'll do that for you. But there's a few things you're gonna have to do. So in other words, a lot of people they're not hard working. They're not really hard working people, as they would claim to be. Right? Once you sow your soul, according to what you do, you just get given stuff, man. I know people right now. Well, I don't know. I'm aware of people that get free rent, cars paid for. They get free. They got free cars on the drive that was given to them. One car is a car for the wife, you and your wife. Another car is for what they call gang stalking with tinted out windows. That's given to them. All right, that's given to them. You know, it's given to them. Even some of these marriages are not real marriages. You know that, right? They were arranged. Guess who they were arranged by? The handler. Some of us were born into families that might not even be your real mother. This is so deep. The rabbit hole goes deep, Neo. The rabbit hole goes deep. It's not real. This thing, what you see here, it's not real. Most of it is not real. It's make pretend. So when you start seeing that, guess what? They have agents that are designed to put you back to sleep. Stay awake. Don't go back. Stay awake. Okay. Hope this was edifying. I'm going to shut off here and until the next time. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.